Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, we are in the final part of Indian Philosophers. So, after which we'll be dealing with a different topic. Indian administrators and their contribution. So, we saw about Kautilya, Thiruvalluvar, Mahatma Gandhi in the earlier topic, in the earlier lecture. In this lecture, we will be dealing with Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Rabindranath Tagore, Saint Kabir Das, Dr. Ambedkar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So let's look into them one by one, their contribution, their relevance of today's time one by one. Starting from Raja Ram Mohan Rai. See, he was a father of modern India's renaissance and a tireless social reformer who inaugurated the age of enlightenment and the liberal reformist modernization in India. See, as we all know, he is one of the best reformers, one of the important reformers of India. His contribution include rationality. See, he was greatly influenced by the Western modern thought and stressed on rationalism and modern scientific approach, where he argued that religious irrationalities and conflicts are due to the ignorance. See, he wanted to make it scientific and do not wanted people to follow the irrationalities, that superstitious beliefs, and wanted to believe on scientific approach. Next one is humanism. See, he was a humanist actually, where he believed like uniting elements of all the major religion will also unite the entire mankind together. That is what humanism says. He was a humanist. Social reform. See, he advocated against the caste system, untouchability, superstition, and use of intoxicants, and also very important, played a very important role in abolition of sati and brought in the concept of widow remarriage. Next one is taxation reforms. See, he condemned the oppressive practices of Bengali zamindars and demanded fixation of minimum rents and demanded abolition of taxation on tax-free lands. He also called for reduction of export duties on Indian goods abroad and abolition of East India Company's tradition rights. Yes, during the colonial period, India faced a lot of problems in trading. It was high duties, import duties were laid in India, in United Kingdom for importing products from India. That is something which Rajaram Mohan Rai wanted to remove. After that, after this person, Rajaram Mohan Rai, we will be dealing with Rabindranath Tagore. As we all know, he is a Bengali poet, novelist, painter who was highly influential in introducing the Indian culture to the West. So he wanted to blend the ideas, he loved blending the ideas of East and West together, the spiritualism of Indian philosophy and the progressive outlook of the Western people were blended together. That's what he wanted to. See, he was a firm believer of harmony in one's personality. In his philosophy, ethical behavior comes from a sense of divine harmony, not from a sense of caste duty. No caste. He wants it from sense of divine harmony. And also advocated for the coexistence of man and nature together. See, again, Tagore was a firm believer of synthesis of culture, where blending of ideas from various cultures will create a universal man. Maxim of humanity. See, he encourages individuals to embrace their humanity fully and strive towards the moral and spiritual growth for the betterment of society. See, what he wanted to convey here is when the society, when an individual, works towards more in the moral and spiritual growth, it will eventually bring in the betterment of society. Next one is value of peace. See, he emphasized the importance of resolving conflicts through dialogue understanding and mutual respect instead of dealing with violence and coercion. So that is something Rabindranath Tagore did with. Next one we'll deal with Saint Kabir Das. See, he was a 15th century mystic poet, saint, and social reformer and a proponent of the Bhakti movement. See, was against the caste system and also wanted to do away with complex rituals and ceremonies performed by the Brahmins and tried to create an egalitarian society. That is something again Kabir Das wanted to do. Tolerance. See, he tried to unite the communities of India where he gave like metaphors like both Hindus and Muslims are made of the same clay. So his teachings are very very important even in the contemporary times when religious tensions are disturbing across the globe. He criticized those who divided the society on religious and caste grounds. And for him, according to Kabir Das, true dedication is to realize one's own self and hence the supreme power called God. So that is what Kabir Das wanted to give away with, and he thought, which is even relevant current time, um, like the economic inequalities of the world in today um, are discontent across the world. That economic inequalities like poor, rich, everyone, that economic inequalities should not be there. And again, corruption, which is a deep-seated problem in India even today, shows that if people would have understood the livelihood of by Kabir, the right spirit will provide a way of changing the individual perspective. These things all like philosophies of Kabir Das are still relevant today. Next, we will be dealing with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Like as you all know, he is the modern Manu, the chief architect of Indian Constitution. So he advocated for the rights of oppressed and marginalized sections of Indian society, including Dalits, who are also known as touchables, along with women and religious minorities. Again, he was against the caste system, believed that it perpetuated social inequality and injustice, where it tirelessly worked to uplift the Dalits and other marginalized communities in India. Women empowerment. He raised voice against women's discriminatory position in the society, like participation of women in the historical procession at Mahad, which is also known as Drinking Water Satyagraha in 1927. Next one is human progress. He believed that individuals and social groups could progress healthily, could progress only through the healthy competition in society. Just you don't do have for tit for tat. No, have a healthy competition and eventually the society will progress much. That's what Dr. Ambedkar set up. Next one is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. See, he was one of the greatest Indian social reformer who contributed towards philosophy and education and advocated for education, particularly for girls. See, his reforms were based on empowering women and dedicated his life to ending the child marriage and promote the concept of widow remarriage. He is also campaigned against the Kulin polygamy along with the widow remarriage movement. Like Kulin polygamy is in a sense it's like one man having different many wives. That was followed during the colonial period. He was against that and advocated for the widow remarriage. That is something Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, the great reformer, has started, and his contributions should be followed with even today. Next one is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, who played a key role in India's struggle for independence. He played a vital role in also organizing a lot of non-violent movements, including the disobedience movement along with Gandhi. So his philosophies were core principles of integrity. As we have read from, as I have repeatedly said, for right from the first lecture that of ethics and human interface, integrity is nothing but staying with upholding your principles no matter whatever the time and situation is. See, Sardar Patel believed the importance of truth, justice, and the greater good. So he upheld these principles not only in public but also in private life. So, which earned him the respect and admiration of millions even today. That is something Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has followed. Next one is leadership. See, his leadership was characterized by honesty, fairness, inclusivity, with all rooted together with a strong sense of integrity. See, he also believed in consulting with all the stakeholders and finding a common ground through dialogue and negotiation. See, his leadership led for the India's formative years, and his leadership played a vital role for united and democratic nation which India is still standing strong today. That is something Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, gave towards India, his contribution, which we must all learn. So, yes, that's it for the Indian philosophers, guys. We are done with the Indian philosophers entirely. Next video, we'll be dealing with a different topic. Hope you guys understood the topic, and the notes for the same will be sent in the Telegram channel. Do watch the video, like the video, and share the video. We'll continue with next lecture soon. Thank you.